Every year in June, the whole world celebrates Pride Month. And every single year, it's about celebrating love. Love in every shape and form. And about acceptance. Acceptance of the fact that for falling in love, it is necessary that a boy should love a girl and a girl should love a boy. But I think love is love, isn't it? A boy can fall in love with a boy, and a girl equally can fall in love with a girl. Since the beginning, it has been said that we Indians are very much influenced towards Western culture. But did you know that legalizing gay marriages in India, it has not been influenced by Western culture, but actually Indian culture itself. Ironically, it has been said that Britishers has had planned it in the mind of people that homosexuality is a crime. Before their regime in India, the LGBTQ community was widely accepted and respected. So let's dive right into the video and see ancient India and how the LGBTQ community was a very much part of a society. LGBTQ in Vedic era. ISKCON community's author, whose name was Amara Das, he conducted a research on Sanskrit text and he wrote a book called Tritiya Prakriti. In this book, he has actually mentioned that in ancient Indian society, that was a lot of participations of homosexuals, transgenders, and intersex communities. In fact, in this book, it is also written that the people of ancient Indian society could marry the people of the same sex. If you do read this book carefully, you will realize that it takes a lot about all inclusiveness and how we can embrace this in our modern society. And after reading all this, I can surely say that there is a lots of difference in today's society and our old Hindu society. Kama Sutra, which is an ancient Hindu Sanskrit text of a 2nd century. In this, it has been mentioned that gays were called libas and lesbians were called swarinis, which means that same-sex marriages were readily accepted in society. It has also been mentioned that two people of the same sex can raise a child together. Kama Sutra also mentions that being an LGBTQ community is absolutely natural because they are just being themselves. Mughals and LGBTQ, Ramayana and Mahabharata, which are one of the two biggest epics of India. In this, there are a lot of mentions of homosexuality. If we talk about Ramayana, then there are many versions of it. From this, in many versions, it has been mentioned that King Dilip had two wives. But unfortunately, King Dilip died before he could have a child. After that, Lord Shiva gave a blessing to both the queens that they can have a child without a man copulating. Both the wives fulfilled their blessings and their name rightly reflects their blessings. And hence, the kid was named Bhagirath because he came from two female organs mixing together. Similarly, in Mahabharata, Shikandi, who defeated Bhishma Pitama. He used to be a transgender warrior and actually the daughter of Draupad. It is believed that he was a rebirth of Ambe Mata and he wanted a revenge against Bhishma Pitama. Shikandi was also married to a woman, but when his wife got to know that he is a transgender, she insulted him a lot. Not only Shikandi, but Arjun, who is everyone's favorite character and a role model, he was to a third gender. In one version of Mahabharata, it has been mentioned that when Arjun rejected Urvashi, Urvashi cursed him that he will become a third gender. After that, Lord Indra confined his curse to 1 year. But in this 1 year, Arjuna took the form of Brihanala and stayed in the women's sector with Draupadi. The Mughal and LGBTQ. Consider it as a mystery or a question. But many people used to believe that Babur, the founder of the Mughal Empire, he used to be a bisexual or homosexual. Now you will ask that how do this question came up in people's mind? But actually Babur in his autobiography Baburnama had very explicitly and candidly mentioned that he was very attracted to a boy named Baburi. Not only this, he has also written poems for Baburi in Baburnama. Nor power to stay was mine, nor strength to part. I became what you made of me, O thief of my heart. So this was one of the couplet that Babur has written for Baburi. Can you believe it? How beautiful is it? Indian temples. All of this was about scriptures. But in Indian temples, even today, so many sculptures were made and which depict the acceptance of same-sex relationship. Mainly the temples that were made in Khajura. In these sculptures, there are many characters who are shown performing homosexual acts. This temple was actually made from 950 AD to 1050 AD. So it is really old. Guys, after listening to all these points, I know you all are very confused that if in ancient India we were so supportive of the LGBTQ community, then what happened in present time that we can't accept them? The major credit goes to the Britishers. When they came to India, they destroyed all our exclusive culture. The British Raj criminalized homosexual activities and they are classified under against the order of nature. They had introduced Section 377 of the Indian Penal Code, which means the Britishers went away but they left behind Article 377. And after 70 years in the year 2018, it got banned. We can see that India is trying to be more accepting of the LGBTQ community. But now it's up to us to be more exclusive and more accepting as a society so that we can just accept love as it is and put the gender bias. Thanks for watching me out. Hope you liked it.